Hello everyone, and welcome to my Sister Wives For You channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before we begin, please hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. In a turn of events that no one saw coming, yet somehow everyone feared might happen, Robyn Brown, the once sheltered and often controversial wife of Sister Wives patriarch Kody Brown, was reportedly rushed to the hospital under mysterious and urgent circumstances, while Kody himself all but disappeared from the public eye, only to later be spotted leaving Flagstaff with none other than Aurora, their eldest daughter. What followed was pure chaos, not just in the Brown family, but among fans, critics, and even some former family members who erupted across social media with disbelief, outrage, and heartbreaking concern. The whole ordeal began quietly, with neighbors reporting that emergency services arrived late at night at the Brown home that Robyn currently shares with Kody and her children. Sirens were kept low, headlights dimmed, and paramedics were seen wheeling someone out under blankets in what looked like a very coordinated but hushed operation. Within minutes, photos began to circulate online, blurry, frantic images of a woman resembling Robyn being ushered into an ambulance, while Kody was nowhere to be found. This alone sent fans spiraling with speculation. But things took a sharper, even more disturbing turn when, only hours later, a witness claimed they saw Kody and Aurora loading bags into an SUV, looking rushed and tense, before taking off without saying a word to anyone. The optics? Terrible. The questions? Endless. Was Robyn okay? Where was Kody going? And most terrifying of all, why did he take Aurora and not stay by his wife's side during what appeared to be a medical emergency? Online fan communities immediately went into overdrive, with Reddit, TikTok, and YouTube commentary exploding overnight. Many viewers, already skeptical of Kody's priorities and deeply frustrated with the favoritism long shown to Robyn and her children, demanded answers. If Mary or Christine had been rushed to the hospital, would Kody have done the same thing? One commenter asked. Or would he have stayed, posted a selfie, and blamed them for ruining his night? The anger was real, raw, and almost universal, especially when TLC issued a vague, no comment on the situation, further fueling speculation that something deeply wrong was happening behind the scenes. Was Robyn's condition serious? Was she under mental strain? Could this be connected to recent events, such as the mounting financial issues, the pressure of filming, or the public backlash following leaked reports of Kody funneling large sums of money toward a secret project, reportedly tied to Aurora's college fund or a potential move? The dots were connecting fast, and fans weren't the only ones asking questions. Sources close to the Brown family whispered that Janelle and Christine were furious, especially as word got to them that Robyn's medical scare had been downplayed internally, even as Kody's actions seemed to escalate into something resembling evasion. He didn't even call to update us, one insider allegedly close to Christine shared. He just vanished. The drama deepened when Aurora's name started trending after security footage leaked from a gas station off the interstate, reportedly showing Kody purchasing snacks and fuel while Aurora sat silently in the passenger seat, looking pale and tearful. Why take Aurora? That became the defining question. She's not a minor, but she's also not fully independent. Was she willingly leaving with Kody? Was he protecting her from something? Or worse, was he dragging her into a situation she had no control over? Rumors swirled that there had been an explosive argument at the Brown household days prior, possibly tied to Robyn's declining health and increasing paranoia over the media's portrayal of her as the villain of the family. Some fans theorized that Robyn had suffered a panic attack or a nervous breakdown, while others feared something more severe, an undiagnosed condition exacerbated by years of stress, isolation, and public hate. Either way, her sudden hospitalization without Kody at her side only served to reinforce the idea that Robyn, once seen as the mastermind in Kody's increasingly crumbling empire, might actually be the one left most broken by the family's unraveling. And as for Kody, the rage toward him reached a fever pitch. Viewers pointed out his long-standing pattern of emotional abandonment, how he ghosted Mary emotionally for years, how he blamed Christine for leaving instead of reflecting on his role, how he guilt-tripped Janelle over finances while throwing money at expensive property schemes. Now, with Robyn in a vulnerable state, many had hoped Kody might finally step up and show some sense of husbandly devotion. Instead, he was literally on the road, figuratively and literally fleeing the situation, with only his golden child, Aurora, by his side. Was it favoritism? Was it fear? Was he planning something behind everyone's back again? Social media became flooded with memes, furious commentary, and open letters to TLC demanding transparency. "We're not watching this man emotionally abandon another wife without consequences," one tweet read, garnering over 100,000 likes. "Kody Brown is not just a bad husband, he's a coward." Meanwhile, whispers from Flagstaff hospital sources hinted that Robyn was indeed stable, but not allowed visitors, a cryptic phrase that only added fuel to the fire. Was this due to stress, mental health precautions, or something else? And where were her other children during all this? Dayton, Brianna, Solomon, and Ariella were noticeably absent from all updates, raising even more alarms. Was the family splintering internally? Had Kody made some kind of emergency custody move? Was he trying to isolate Aurora from the chaos? It wasn't just speculation anymore, it was a storm. Even former sister wives were reportedly shaken. Janelle, who has recently found peace away from the family and begun her wellness journey, posted a cryptic quote on Instagram about watching people reap what they sow, while Christine, now happily remarried, shared a photo of her and Truly baking cookies with the caption, "Peace is priceless." Fans took that as shade, some light, some pointed. One thing was clear, nobody was stepping up to defend Kody's actions. As of now, neither Robyn nor Kody have made a public statement. TLC remains silent, but fans are urging the network to intervene and offer updates before outrage turns into boycotts. Many believe that this is not just a storyline. This is real-life emotional trauma unfolding in the public eye, and with Robyn's health uncertain and Kody's actions deeply suspect, the responsibility to address it has never been higher. More importantly, people are worried about Aurora, caught in the middle of a chaotic storm, likely emotionally overwhelmed, and now being whisked off in the middle of the night like a pawn in a game no one wants to play anymore. This could be a tipping point for the Sister Wives universe, a scandal too big to hide, a crisis too deep to spin for ratings. And so, fans wait, glued to their screens, refreshing every feed, watching for updates, demanding truth. Because this isn't just drama anymore. It's personal, emotional, real. And if Kody doesn't show up with some answers, and fast, he may find that the public's tolerance for his vanishing act has finally, completely run out. The silence from Kody Brown is deafening. As the world speculates, as the Sister Wives fandom collectively holds its breath, the man at the center of the storm continues to stay off-grid. No social media activity, no press response, no phone call to his older children, not even a statement to confirm that Robyn is stable. For a man who once thrived on being the center of attention, on portraying himself as the leader of a large and spiritually guided family, Kody's complete disappearance is ringing alarm bells. Some insiders believe Kody is trying to control the narrative by refusing to acknowledge it at all. But that plan is backfiring in the worst way. The more he hides, the louder the outrage grows. This isn't just a PR nightmare, it's a full-blown personal implosion. Fans are demanding to know why Robyn was rushed to the hospital, and even more urgently, why Kody took Aurora and bolted instead of staying by his wife's side. And if this is all an elaborate misdirection, or worse, a calculated attempt to create drama for the upcoming season of Sister Wives, then viewers are declaring they've had enough. Former fans are now posting TikToks and YouTube videos renouncing the show altogether, calling out TLC for continuing to enable Kody's destructive behavior and manipulating family trauma for ratings. One video, already clocking over 1 million views, featured clips of Kody gaslighting Christine, yelling at Janelle, and emotionally neglecting Mary, layered with text that read, "We watched him destroy every woman in his life. Now Robyn's the one suffering, and he ran." The impact is staggering. Even longtime viewers who once defended Robyn are turning on her husband, saying they feel genuine sympathy for her now that she's been left behind during what might be her darkest moment. If Robyn truly suffered a breakdown or is dealing with serious health issues, the optics of Kody grabbing his bags, his favorite daughter, and fleeing town are not just bad, they're devastating to his image. And the ripple effects are everywhere. Aurora, once kept largely out of the spotlight despite appearing occasionally on the show, is now involuntarily thrust into a public firestorm. Viewers are split between concern and fury. Is she okay? Did she want to leave? Did she even know what was happening with her mother? Was Kody protecting her or using her as emotional support while abandoning his actual wife in crisis? These are the questions that have fans spiraling, and the fact that no one from the Brown family has even attempted to clarify only adds fuel to the wildfire of speculation. Meanwhile, some fans point to recent episodes and footage showing Aurora appearing stressed and overly emotional, especially during scenes involving Robyn's anxieties. Could she have been under more pressure than anyone realized? And if so, is Kody dragging her across state lines to escape scrutiny? There are even whispers, unconfirmed but chilling, that Robyn's hospitalization could have been triggered by a breakdown after learning that Kody planned to take Aurora away. If true, that would mark one of the darkest moments in Sister Wives history. On the other side of the family, radio silence continues, but it's strategic. Janelle and Christine aren't speaking out, but they're speaking volumes with their actions. Christine's Instagram, once filled with cheerful updates about her new marriage, has taken on a more reflective tone. She recently posted a black and white image with a quote, "You can't fix someone who refuses to see the damage they cause." Fans are convinced it's about Kody, and they're praising Christine for escaping the chaos when she did. Janelle, too, has shared a video of herself cooking in peace, smiling gently at the camera, captioned, "Peace of mind." That's it. That's the post. Subtle, but powerful. Even Mary, who has mostly stayed quiet in the wake of her final split from Kody, liked a series of fan comments under a post that heavily criticized his recent behavior. Though not outright statements, these breadcrumbs show us that they see it too. Kody's actions are indefensible, and even his ex-wives are done pretending otherwise. Meanwhile, TLC is scrambling behind the scenes. According to insiders, producers were not prepared for this level of backlash. They reportedly wanted to save this storyline for season 20, let it unfold gradually, tease it in previews, and build a slow arc around Robyn's health and Kody's choices. But the public outcry has forced their hand. Pressure is mounting for the network to issue an emergency statement, both to protect Aurora, who is being discussed publicly in ways that could be damaging, and to reassure fans that Robyn is truly okay. The problem? Kody has reportedly gone dark even with producers. He's not responding to filming requests. He's not answering phone calls. He's not offering updates. Even the production team isn't sure where he is, only that he's driving across state lines, unannounced, with Aurora in the passenger seat and the rest of the family left behind in emotional shambles. And in the middle of all this are the younger Brown children, Solomon and Ariella. Where are they now? Were they left in the care of a nanny? Are they with a relative? Were they present when Robyn was rushed to the hospital? No one knows. And the fact that a man who once proudly declared he had over a dozen kids and endless love to give has now literally disappeared with one child while the rest are left in confusion and fear, it's heartbreaking. Fans have called this his final act of betrayal, the moment where even the last shreds of his once glorified patriarch image disintegrate into ashes. Because for years, people tried to excuse his behavior. They said he was under pressure. They said polygamy is complicated. They said he was trying. But now, with Robyn in a hospital, possibly alone and afraid, and Kody in the wind with only one daughter and no communication, there are no more excuses. This moment marks a tipping point, not just for the Brown family, but for Sister Wives as a cultural phenomenon. What was once a show about faith, family, and overcoming adversity has morphed into a case study in what happens when emotional manipulation, favoritism, and unchecked control go unchallenged for too long. The fans aren't just viewers anymore, they're witnesses. Witnesses to a family's unraveling, to a man's descent into selfishness, and to the aftermath of choices that have broken hearts, ruined marriages, and now possibly endangered the only wife who stuck by him through everything. And still, no update. No apology. No sign that Kody even understands the gravity of what he's done. But the people are watching. The media is circling. And the next chapter, whether it's a return, a confession, or a full-blown legal custody dispute, promises to be the most explosive yet. One thing is certain. Fans aren't letting this go. Not this time. Not after everything. And certainly not while Robyn lies in a hospital bed and Kody drives off into the night with no answers, no remorse, and no clue that the world is finally, done letting him escape the consequences of his own chaos.